It's April 2nd, and we continue to just go through the Bible in a year and pick out various verses between the Old Testament, New Testament, and Psalm and Proverbs. I've really been stuck in a lot of ways in Luke. There's so many rich things to talk about that I have not left there for a couple of days. But I thought I was going today, but there was a specific verse that just really spoke to me on this Saturday. I'm just going to read it now. Therefore, said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray thee therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. For go your way. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Obviously, this is the parable about people going out and harvesting souls, about people doing God's work. And then the harvest is great. There's many people that without us working in God's purpose, we would see them in hell. And there's a reality that there is a hell. There is a heaven. There's a judgment. These are all truths. The Bible is clear, completely clear on this. And so I just would stress how important it is to be spreading the gospel. It's something I really put in my heart. You know, it's not one of the things I do. I don't feel like I do a very good job of spreading the gospel, of handing out tracts, and just the heart I have for people to come to God is great. But I think, like a lot of people, to see a harvest and to go harvest are two different things. And so even this daily reading, I think, is part of that. That people, as they come to God, they need to be fed, just like plants. They need to be brought up, and they need to understand the word. And that's part of this. If this is even being talked about for a new believer, that God wants us to share our faith. He wants us to do things like this and read the Bible and talk to people about what God says, and do our best to spread his kingdom, to harvest those souls that we would be of use to our God, and explain the salvation. You know, this was Christ saying, look, this is the path that I want you to go on, and I'm going to send you out. You know, and it's going to be not an easy world. And I'm not saying it's going to be simple to preach my word, to try to harvest souls for God's kingdom. In fact, there's wolves out there that'll try to stop. You know, I firmly believe the evil one only puts energy against things that matter. There's churches that are not preaching the word, and there's not a lot of spiritual attack. There's people who don't really go do God's work, and why would you spend time or energy against something that's really not moving the needle for God's kingdom? And so it's a great spiritual battle as well. But I cannot stress the importance of going out and sharing your faith and building your faith up. I always go back to that amazing verse: broad are the way that leads to destruction, but narrow is the path that leads to salvation. You know, it's an amazing comment that few will find it, is the next comment in that verse, and few will find it. And so there's such a great harvest. Hopefully we all are doing our part. I know it's not easy. We all have self-doubts, and we have different giftings from God, but just know whatever opportunity God gives you, do your best to add to his great harvest, and just to serve him. He is good. He deserves all of our praise every day. It's perfect and good for us to do so. And I just pray for all of you that in this Saturday, I know a lot of people go out handing out tracts today and doing positive things. I just would praise those efforts, and just to know you continue on God's path. I pray for you all. I'll talk to you soon.